All right. Hey guys, it's sorry for the delay. If we had to start a little late, but that's okay. So glad that everyone's here and hopefully ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. So hi, welcome to Divine and Conquerors, Rise of Tiamat. This is a 5th edition module that I am playing out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, published by Wizards of the Coast. And do we have any special announcements before we get into it?
Do know that next Monday we're going to have Lee in the initiative chair, so that's cool.
Hey, that's fun. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, Lee. Oh, I just remembered a super special announcement that's really important. Hey, Jeremiah.
Oh, Saturday?
No, tomorrow is May the 4th. That's a very important day.
Yeah. Oh man, all my battery's charging, so I can't have a lightsaber at the moment.
But speaking of
May, just make the noises, man.
Speaking of Star Wars Day, don't you guys have something really, really cool?
Yeah, we do. So, in honor of May the 4th be with you for this week, Lynn and I decided that we wanted to do a Star Wars theme episode, and with that, we have an 80% yes from Jeremiah that he'll be joining us since he is.
I'll be there.
100%?
Yeah.
Jeremiah, if you have a fever, you should just take it easy.
I will just. I don't have a fever. This is not the fever you're looking for.
Oh my god.
Perfect. So yeah, we'll have our very own special Star Wars boy on with us as we talk about all things Star Wars and draw some of our favorite D&D characters in the Star Wars world.
That's such a cool idea. You guys, that's gonna be
fun.
That's amazing.
I'm excited for our title screen.
I'm excited for that title screen.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. All right. So, any other announcements other than our usual things?
Be nice. Wear your mask.
Yeah, those things.
Correct. Be nice. Wear your mask. Get vaccinated if you can. Por favor.
Yeah, get vaccinated now.
Yes,
Hashtag vaccines work. Anyway, continue.
Hashtag vaccines work. Hashtag I need to find time to get my vaccine. So, with that, all of our links are down below. You can check out our merch store that we have. We have lots of cool things in there. I have a poster I need to be putting in there soon from our last Demiplanes episode. Also designing a camp t-shirt by the demand of the Alistair Discord.
Bro, I'm just saying.
You will have to add your own blood splatters though for that shirt.
I'm telling you, I got an idea for a video for that. Just saying.
I know. And also with that, we have, speaking of Alistair, we have a webtoon that Lynn and I work on. It's free to read on Webtoon. Go check it out. Read through Alistair, as Lynn and I are doing all of the fun world building right now.
Yay.
And other than that, I think that's it.
Ooh.
Should we go through our intros?
Yeah.
Unless you can think of something.
I think that I think that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. All right. So, hi, I am Vic. I will be your DM and every single villain that you will face from here on out. And next to me is...
Hi everybody, I am Tabatha. I will be playing Patience, the TieflingSorcerer.
Alright, and with that, we have a big special boy.
Oh, hi, that being me. Hey guys, I am Tarsius Chadington, a Minotaur fighter who has anger issues, who might also have some demons he needs to control.
Hey man, we all got demons.
Yeah, it runs in the family, I guess.
It's very new. This is news to me. Wow. Oh,
yeah.
It's okay. Just talk to Uncle Wes. He has an ointment he can prescribe for that.
I love how all the Chadington family is like nobody is blood related, but they all have very similar issues. It's a family issue thing.
But then again, hi, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm playing Cordelia, the uncursed Medusa.
I don't know why everyone in this family
fighter who is not blind, who was blind before because of a nuke.
Mhm.
But she's
the
not
bottom of
mine
my
anymore, and she doesn't petrify people anymore. That's why she's uncursed.
From the bottom of Uncle Weston Cowbell's hearts are bad.
I think it was Carabal's. I think it's Uncle Carabal's fault. He too powerful. So,
Yeah, I'd be like that sometimes.
it was a flashbang.
We accidentally dropped a flashbang in a very small corridor. And speaking of bright, sparkly things, hey, Steph.
Hi. I'm Steph. I play your favorite Tempest cleric of Valcor, who actually is a cleric every once in a while. That needs supervision at 24/7.
Every once in a while.
Hey,
24/7.
she's officially a cleric. She can now put under her belt that she successfully revived someone.
Yes, that's true. That's true. This is very true.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I is Josh. I played the babysitter. I is here. I is the oldest. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
Too many
Yuli's technically the oldest in this party.
Yes.
That's
Very
the Guardian.
concerning.
That's very
Father.
concerning.
Sorry,
More
Yuliy.
than all these.
Oh no. And speaking of older role models,
I thought you were going to say speaking of concerning.
yes, and also speaking of concerning, hey, Len, who are you playing?
Alistair is a role model, thank you. He's beautiful. I'm playing Sir Alistair Belmonte, the human paladin of Frat. He is a role model. He's a good boy.
Just
He's,
role
he's
models.
the bestest boy.
Goodest of boys.
He's a
Okay.
boy.
So with that, let's roll our intro and get right back into it. It's hot. We're back. It's hot. You know who's hot? The righteousness of frats. So, on to our recap.
All right.
All right, so, young adventurers, you had been tasked with seeking out the White Worm Speaker, a dwarf named Verum the White, who is in leagues with this cult. I don't know if you've heard about them. The Cult of the Dragon.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Who? What? Dragons? What is this dragon?
Dragons in my
We
Dungeons and
haven't encountered
Dragons?
dragons.
What is that?
It's more likely than you think. So, the Cult of the Dragon, who is currently working to free Tiamat from her prison in Avernus, as they are gathering what is known as these relics, known as the 5 chromatic dragon masks, in order to merge them together to create something that is powerful enough to release Tiamat from her prison. So, you were charged with the Council of Waterdeep to go seek out Verum the White, which you heard his last known whereabouts were in the Serpent Hills. Along the way, you made some friends, whether you wanted to or not. An elf by the name of Irian Sykes. You made your way to the Temple of Didarius. You went through a few of his magical puzzles. You broke one of them, fixed one of them. You freed a... Sorry, this is my water. Please don't drink that. You freed a poor librarian ghost who was trapped there for all eternity for missing her return date on her library book. You traveled deeper looking for Verum. Kind of learned the secrets of the universe along the way through the divination pool that Didarius used in order to see the vast futures through all the different planes of reality. And soon you found that this temple turned into that of a place of worship for Dendar the Night Serpent. A giant eldritch serpent that devours nightmares, so she can't be all bad, right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Eat best.
You rescued Verum from almost being sacrificed by her cult, but now down one arm. You made your way back out. You fought some of the devils that were employed to him. And then along the way, you felt as if you were being watched by something. And it was when you finally left the temple that you found what was watching you. And that was a whole bunch of wraiths and Nirenvain himself. Or rather, the shadow of Nirenvain. You were assaulted in what was a harrowing attack. And it was during the fight, for most of you, met a golden dragon, for Fifi and Yuliy reunited with a golden dragon. As it was Janva and Spud that came to your rescue near the end of the fight. And so, once the wraiths were disposed of, Nirenvain vanishing into darkness, you're left before the Temple of Didarius with a medal that belonged to Yuliy's father, General Orion, in the dirt. Questions on why Nirenvain was trying to kill his fellow worm speaker Verum, and almost succeeding. And Verum, who was freshly revived thanks to Ophelia tapping into her gifts from Valcor.
Mm-hmm.
Or in other words, we could say that Ophelia literally forgot the words for him. I think she invented proper resuscitation technique.
AED.
Yeah, she invented the AED.
Clear.
So hello, sir. That's exactly the noise that Vera made when he was revived.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
All right, so let's put this back where we left off.
I take it back. I'm not taking a nap yet. Patience is just jumping up in front of the dragon, just like dragon.
As you're all here, kind of battered, still kind of riding the bloodlust of battle. Verum just barely clinging to life, as the wraiths themselves had been destroyed. You see this magnificent golden dragon standing amongst you, and next to him is this beautiful drow woman in this shining platinum armor with the shield that shows the crest of Bahamut on it.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Dragon.
As Patience is jumping up and down excitedly in front of this golden dragon.
And if anybody is at all paying attention, she's just chittering and like talking in Draconic to it about
So sure.
nothing Like, it's literally just asking him a bunch of random ass questions.
Cordelia's gonna be kind of like this way, and
Okay.
she's just gonna be like, I need some questions answered. We're apparently after the cult of the dragon, and here's a dragon with a. Are you an ally, or are you part of the cult? I think I'm a little afraid to fight a dragon.
Roll me a religion.
Oh, I'm proficient at that one.
As this drow woman that you have never met before
Let's get his number.
is standing there with this massive shield with the symbol of platinum dragon across it.
17.
17. You'd have to live under a really big rock to not know who Bahamut is, and the legends surrounding this platinum dragon, knowing that usually within his council is 7 gold dragons. So seeing the sight of this golden dragon along with this woman carrying the visage of Bahamut, you know that this is somebody who opposes Tiamat, actually.
Okay.
As,
I know that.
Yeah, the metallics and the chromatics don't quite see eye to eye. As Patience, this gold dragon, his head, he just kind of like lowers his head. Like if anyone's ever seen like a jib from like a movie set, just kind of like lower a camera down. That's exactly what it looks like as this dragon lowers its head down to your level.
Yeah, she's just gonna give him head scratches.
Oh, he will gladly accept the head scritches.
How did you know that was his favorite?
That's his favorite thing.
She's gonna be like, "You're such a pretty metallic. I've never seen metallic dragons before," and just prattling on that like that.
It's like, and I've never seen something as small as you that smells like a dragon.
I am a dragon. At least that's what I've been told.
Well, you smell like one to me, and I am quite the expert on knowing what it's like to be a dragon while not looking like a dragon.
But you look like a dragon.
Well, I do now.
She's gonna like nod, but then like shake her head like, I don't get it.
Sometimes dragons can, depending on their experience and how old they are, can take many different forms in order to, hide from anybody trying to find a dragon.
Oh, yeah. My mom does that sometimes.
Then she is a very smart dragon.
Yeah.
So, as Janva, since you asked the question out loud, Cordelia, I would say we're definitely allies if you were crossing swords with Near in vain.
Yeah, that guy's a butt face.
That's probably the tamest way I could put it, yes. Now, my question to you, though, is, and she's going to look over to Ophelia, just, what are you doing all the way out here? And with Verum, no less.
Well, we decided to have tea, but it didn't work out. So fighting was the next step after that.
She just kind of laughs at that. It's like, he's not one for tea. But,
Just wish you would spill it more instead of actually killing people.
As Verum's kind of still in your arms, Ophelia, and he's just kind of like head rolling back, like, ugh, just like barely conscious. As Janva kind of looks him over, I don't think he's fit for having tea at the moment, so we might need to give him a minute if you're trying to get information out of him. Which, coincidentally, I'm here to do the same.
You're better at patience than I am, so.
What?
Not that patient, but a patient.
I heard my name.
I think it was a figure of speech. That's what Spud says.
Oh, okay.
Right, is anyone doing anything else in this moment?
Tarsius is walking away.
Okay.
Cordelia is close behind.
I'm going
Right.
to huff when if I notice that she's there, and like
Okay.
at the dramatic anime style, just like let the steam come out of my nose.
Okay.
No, it's not. Like she's actually gonna fast walking, going towards Tarsius, with the potion at hand, and she will yell at him for a little bit. Basically, like, I'm gonna be like right next to you. I was like, I know you want to be alone, but drink this. I don't want my brother dying on me.
I will not
And
accept
then-
anything
And
keep
then
walking.
sulk after. You better take this. Choop. I'm putting it on your little head, on your head. I'm going like this, and then I'm gonna walk
literally
away.
going to drop it on the ground.
Oh, it's gonna stay there then.
All right. Oops, dropped my phone. Speaking
Oh,
of dropping
well,
the
I guess
potion,
that's it. That's what it is. That's what happened.
I'm dropping it on the ground, not picking it up.
That's exactly what. Is that the actual sound too? Ooh, sound effect.
Apparently, so I dropped my phone. Oh,
That's the sound
lovely.
effects.
She's gonna peek over there and she's gonna call out to Cordelia. Is he okay?
He's fine. He's sulking.
He doesn't look okay.
Leave him alone for now.
And then have Fifi go to Yuliy and be like, "Where'd the medal go?"
If you're gonna look for it, roll me an investigation.
Alistair's gonna go over here,
Okay.
and he's gonna yell up at Iria and be like, with his hands out, and just be like, "Can I heal you?"
Investigation of a whole 13.
Yeah, I'll take it. He just kind of
All right.
slides off the rock.
He's just gonna like charge up his what is that thing called? His
Lasers.
lay on hands, and he's gonna be like, "Cool, this is how Jayon taught me to do it." And just smack him across the face.
It just kind of like goes to the side and you just like a finger up, just like up. Yeah, that sounds about right. That tracks.
And he'll get 20 points.
Dang.
Anytime I've been
Damn.
healed by druids, it's usually something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I'll be
You know,
on this
that's-
rock.
You know, that's almost like how some druids like to heal.
Patience is doing that little thing where she's kind of like trotting a little bit in place.
Yeah, just back and forth.
Yeah, it's like kind of like seeing like, okay, he's getting healed. She assumes that Fifi can basically heal, knowing that. Then she's looking over at Tarsius and knowing he's not healing himself or anything.
You don't know that? I might be bleeding out my every orifice, but you don't know that.
Yeah, she can see.
She has eyeballs.
Yeah, she got eyeballs.
This Ferris kind of makes her way over to you, Alistair. Just, are you okay, Sir Alistair?
My hand's a little tingly from slapping him.
You need a potion? She
Ah,
holds up her
no.
little potion bag.
Scratched the back of his neck. He's like, I just kind of need like a nap, but I'm fine.
And
Thanks
so-
though. And he's gonna like pat her head, the top of her head, to like fluff down her ears.
Oh, and there's like her little ears kind of go back as you pat her head. She just you kind of like twitch a little bit.
Aw,
What's wrong?
you're doing a good job, Ferris.
Good job.
And he's gonna give her the bro symbol.
She'll give it back.
Aw.
As Janva's in the middle of tying up Verum. Did you all roll an investigation to look for that metal, Ophelia?
I did. Did you want Yuliy too?
If Yuliy wants to actively look for it, he can roll an investigation. But knowing him, I feel like the answer might be no. Oh,
That's a no.
That's a no.
It's a no.
yeah.
Look.
Ophelia's like, "Where'd that metal go?" And then Yuliy just gives a kind of like a look around, like,
A 13.
13. Right, as you're kind of like looking around in the, it would have been over here where the metal would have been dropped from what you last saw. You're kind of patting around on the ground, and then your fingers brush over something metal, and it just kind of like glints a bit in the moonlight. And you're like, oh, metal. You found it. As you see, it is a medal of service from the armed forces that General Orion had been serving. And from what you can tell on the ribbon, you can see that there's a little bit of blood just kind of dried into the ribbon itself.
She's gonna hand it to Yuliy, be like, do you think this is your dad? Or
Yes, it is. I want to know if that's his blood or someone else's blood. I hope it's someone else's blood. That
It's
might
hard to
help
say.
okay. I'll just give it to you, and then we have that little conversation. And I'm gonna do a cure wound. One on you, Yuliy.
Okay.
Since I'm on a cleric roll.
You're now an official cleric. You're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
As while you're doing that, Jonva kind of finishes tying the last knot. She kind of like picks up Verum like a piece of luggage. Just kind of looks to all of you. Did you all need a ride back to Waterdeep, or are you going elsewhere?
Wait.
Not everybody at once.
Yeah, nobody go
I
at
guess-
once.
I mean, I guess we should like go back to Waterdeep so we can tell like the order and stuff, right? Jan, right?
I'd be hoping you'd be turning this one in, and she kind of like holds up Verum.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, and just kind of just puts his head in his hand. Just, oh my god.
Understand what's an appropriate reaction for anything
Yeah.
Alistair says.
John, but just kind of like leans over to Jayon. It's just like, are all you paladins this
I mean, yeah, we could be pretty tall. He shouts.
As you see her, just kind of like pass her hand, like for audio listeners, passes her hand over her head, and just like, that answers my question. Jayon's just like, yes, Alistair, we were supposed to apprehend Verum and bring him in for questioning.
All right.
Ferris, like going through her little notebook of notes, and she kind of like holds up the page to you, Alistair. It's like, yeah, I wrote it down right here that we're supposed to bring him in for questioning.
He's gonna like look at her notes and be like, "Oh, you make little hearts above your eyes too."
Sure.
God.
I do. It makes the words look a little cuter.
Right? That's what I've been saying.
So, Patience, you have something?
No, because she's gonna be running. She'll probably trip in the process because
As
tiny goat legs.
as Patience just kind of like hustles her way across the field, kind of trips, skids a little bit, gets back up, runs back again towards Tarsius.
Yeah, and is he still walking, Jesus?
Yup.
She's literally gonna go noom around and just be like, Mr. Tarsius, I would really appreciate it if you drank a potion. Please.
I'm gonna grab her by the scruff, put her on my head, grab the potion on the ground, and walk over to where Cordelia is.
Cordelia is just cleaning like some of her armor, like her sword, kind of like that, like just taking care of it.
I'm not looking at Cordelia in the eye, but I'm gonna place a potion on the ground. You misplaced this, and put patient deputy on Cordelia's lap and then walk back.
She's gonna just wrinkle her nose and then puff her cheeks.
I'm gonna whisper something to patient's ear, and we're like, "Do you have any healing range?"
No, but I got potions. I got potions.
That doesn't work.
I'm make it work.
As Janva just kind of like walked way over. Just Verum kind of tucked under her arm.
Uh-huh.
Just like just kind of looks around. It's like, well, nobody answered me at all at once. She just then looks over to you, Fifi, just like, I am so sorry that you're playing solo healer.
I would never
I don't. Alistair raised his hand. I did things.
I do things.
I know who would expect me to actually be helpful.
I think Alistair has healed more than Fifi has.
I mean, honestly, yeah. He has.
Like,
Statistically, he has. As Alistair, you raise your hand to say, I've done things, and Janva just kind of like gives you a high five on your hand.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
excited about that high five.
Good job.
Sir Irian, are you coming with us?
I mean, I probably... He kind of like looks like... Actually, roll me an insight, Alistair.
Oh, great. Hold on.
Good at those, isn't he? He's so good at those.
+0.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
He's got this. Let me get my awesome holy bro dice
that
tray.
holy bro dice tray.
He got a 16.
The bro is with you tonight.
Yeah, it is.
As you see, Irian's kind of like, he looks very indecisive on this. Like, as he's just like, I probably should go and check in with Captain Colin, because that's my job to do
Oh,
that.
Colin!
Yeah, I work with him.
And Peaches?
And Peaches, yes, Peaches
Peaches
is
Sister Sarah too?
kinda. I mostly work with Colin and Peaches. Like, I know I'm his second in command, but like, knowing like how much he cares about that horse, I think the horse is actually second in command and I'm third in command. But I probably should, but I feel like I've got things I still gotta do out here, but
Like what?
just kind of stuff,
What kind of stuff?
ranger stuff.
Ooh.
So he just kind of like looks up at the sky and she's like, is that a flying castle?
What? He's gonna look up.
As this flying castle's just been sitting there for like a bit.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where they came from.
Ride that?
It showed up last session, and Janva was like, "Does anyone need a ride?"
When I see that castle, I was like, "Oh, that's what you meant by ride." At first I thought you meant the dragon, and I'm like, I feel bad. There's so many of us. I get it now. It's like looking at the castle on top.
Spud kind of looks a little offended. It's just
Yeah,
like,
Patience just like, he is not a pack animal.
Exactly. That's not the thing.
Don't insult him.
He's not a pack mule. He's a dragon.
Oh,
A
baby.
beautiful, glorious dragon.
Oh, baby.
I'm.
Yeah.
Spud just kind of looks like he like, kind of raises a claw. He wants to say something, just puts it down. Just like, okay.
Actually,
What did I say? Something?
I had to learn that it's best to not, lift up one individual by putting down another.
Oh, okay.
I've learned that pack animals are quite, they're quite magnificent. And obviously the best choice of travel companion
I'm also gonna look
Right.
around. What? I guess our horses are dead. Are they corpses
The
of our
horses,
horses?
the horses have been gone. Like
Okay.
they
So they're not
gone.
dead. They were just they ran away.
It looks like they ran
Bullshit.
off.
If
Okay.
Patience is gonna just skitter over there to grab Greta then.
Yeah, so you grab Greta, who's kind of like overturned in the dirt. As John was like, I guarantee you it'll be a lot faster to take the Sky Castle and be there in like, I don't know, a day over another week's worth of hoofing it.
How do you
Sky
drive?
Castle.
Giant flying castle.
What?
I want to ride in the giant flying castle.
Well, there is a giant there.
There's a giant.
Yeah, he's the guy who drives
Real
it.
nice.
Yeah, he's very nice.
How do you drive a castle?
With the
I
crystal.
can show you.
With magic, duh.
Very carefully.
I mean, there's no traffic up there.
There's really none. Alright, so, and she kind of like leans over and looks to as Tarsius is kind of sulking off to the side, just like then looks to you, Cordelia. Just like, does he need any help? Because
He needs healing. He's not taking my potions.
Choo.
one moment.
Oh.
If I recall, I swear I have.
If
Yep,
you're
okay, that's
squinting,
within
I'll be
range.
like, yeah, she's a real healer in the pack.
Run
She
away.
knows what she's doing.
You're not fucking running away, bitch.
So like Spud.
God, where is he?
As hold please while I move things around.
Alistair will ask Arian if there's anything he wants to tell Colin when they get there, if he's not coming.
I mean, I can come if the Sky Castle people are willing to drop me off anywhere, then that's good. I can hang out for a day.
Please, you're kind of funny.
Can I get that in writing?
Think she can write.
Kinda.
With Patience saying that Cordelia's gonna face palm her, just herself with the gauntlet arm. I was like, why did you say that?
Kind of funny. Not
He's gonna make more
Don't
jokes
enable
now.
him.
He's gonna make more jokes now. That's not even funny at all. Sometimes.
As
yeah, but I'm a kid and I enjoy jokes.
yes. As Janva kind of like takes Varum and like holds him out to you, Alistair. Like, here, hold this a second.
God.
Okay, he's gonna like put him back on his back. His little backpack.
Varum's just like completely out cold.
God.
As Janva just kind of like moves over here for a minute and just like kind of cups her hands to yell at you, Tarsius. Just like, we're leaving in the giant flying castle. If you're gonna come with, you might want to come with now. I think your friends don't want to leave you behind.
He is
So
continuing
either
to
you're coming willingly or I'm making the dragon grab you.
He is going to continue to walk.
Okay.
Patience hearing that is looking at his Spud like, do it, do it, do it, do it,
He's
do
not.
it.
He's not very happy right now with how life is treating him because of
That
his
is
own
fair.
decisions.
So John kind of looks over to you, Cordelia. He's like, is he always this difficult?
Mm-hmm.
What is it with what is it with like these big boys with horns and they have like a fucking chip on their shoulder? I swear to God. Spud! As she yells out Spud, and the dragon kind of like turns around and does not fly, just kind of walks his way over to you, Tarsius.
I'm gonna
Just
move
like-
Tarsius over here just because like the audience can't see.
Yeah. So just kind of like circle around in front of you, Tarsius, just like, so it's my job to grab you. just so you know,
You really don't have to.
they don't want to leave you.
They won't. I'll meet up with y'all. I know my way back.
It is an entire week to walk. Maybe even more.
Do you think I cannot walk a week?
I mean, that's something to discuss with them, unless you want to. It's a very big castle. I can just put you on top of it. You can go hide wherever the hell you want for the rest of the journey.
Then I look at the dragon directly in the eyes, huff, and then just walk back.
Okay, so you're walking back to the party?
Yeah.
Alright. So, as everybody kind of gathers together, John was just like, oh, well, that was easy. And she just kind of looks to all of you. It's like, well, I'm gonna send a message to our pilot. He'll land it somewhere where there's room. So either it'll take a few minutes. We can wait for him, and or if you want to go now, you have a dragon that can fly you up. I'm sure there's some of you. She looks directly at you, Patience.
Excite!
Okay.
I want to rummage through that, our belongings there, like on the wagon. Like, is there anything important that was left there that we need to grab?
So for the most part, you'll find that any food items would have been taken, just
Okay.
completely gone. Things like rope and like Tarsius's wood that he would have purchased for woodworking, that's still left behind.
Yeah, that was the intention that I was.
Yeah, so like
I was
tents
gonna
and
grab
like
some of those wood and
tent-
stuff.
yeah, tents like mess kits, like any
Mhm.
kind of like anything that wasn't food or money was not taken.
Okay, I'll try to grab as much as I can carry.
All right, so as you all gather together, and as Spud kind of lowers himself onto the ground so Patience can clamber onto the dragon.
She's gonna be like, it's okay, right?
Yes, it's completely fine. You should be completely honored that you're going to get to ride a dragon that's as magnificent as me.
You are very
Thank you.
When she sees
That's-
Patience, she's like, I can help you. I wanna help.
Ophelia helps Patience onto the dragon.
And she's just
That's
like,
her.
I can do it myself. I'm not.
I have experience. I've ridden a wyvern before.
I've
This is-
experienced
this is
scoot over.
Spud. The Spud.
Have you ridden an adult dragon before?
No, but
I have.
a friend.
But scoot over.
I've ridden a dragon before.
Oh my
Well,
God.
let me ride one too, Patience.
It's not a competition, Ophelia. That's what she's just gonna say. It's not a
Oh
competition.
my God. As Ophelia and Patience get onto the dragon, Spud kind of gets up off the ground, and you just feel like as he flares his wings beneath, and just kind of like looks back at you both like, are you ready?
Yes.
As Spud kind of like, he's like, his head's kind of snaked around to look at you, and he looks to you, Ophelia, just for the record, it is nothing like a wyvern.
So you're so much better than Pretty Pinky Princess.
I am definitely better than Pretty Pinky Princess, obviously.
Oh, Spud.
As he then just, with like large, powerful beats of his wings, takes up off the ground, and you just get that sensation of like vertigo hitting as like gravity just leaves you, and you're just shot into the sky. and you're flown at such an incredible speed towards the Sky Castle.
Patience is enjoying this.
She's like has her arms out pretending she's the one flying, but it's Spud, but she's pretending it's her. I believe I can fly, and like in her head.
Okay, as you fly up there, it takes like a good like 10 to 20 minutes for the castle to find a spot. It lands, everybody, and Janva kind of leads you all onto the castle. And as the castle raises into the air, takes off back to Waterdeep. As you are now aboard Skyreach Castle. Janva will show you to a couple of sleeping quarters if you choose to rest and have time to yourselves.
Yeah. DM, I'm gonna message you something.
Alrighty.
I should also probably message you a thing, but I'll do it in a
Okay.
minute.
She's too freaking excited.
All
to
the messages.
sleep now. I know the second that we get on the castle, Patience is doing one thing that I think it may scare a lot of people.
Oh yeah?
And that is, once we land, she's going straight to the edge. Oh wow, look how high up we are!
Oh god.
Is there anyone that Fifi would recognize? Oh,
Aboard the castle?
yeah. Like, is there Fox to the Spud?
From what you can see, there is no fox aboard this ship. As you're all making your way back, Spud is an accurate marker now. As you all have kind of the lay of the castle, Janva will tell you what spots are good to explore, what spots are not. Okie dokie. So, Spud, for the most part, just kind of sits in the courtyard, just kind of curled like in on himself as he naps.
I think once the high of like all of this wears off, Patience will probably do the same.
Okay, so
Literally do like a little like turn around once, twice, curl up, and
Yeah.
sleep.
as for the most part, it's gonna take a day or so to reach Waterdeep at the speed that the castle flies. So everybody, for the most part, gets a long rest, unless you're specifically doing something rigorous.
I have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
What about my maximum HP drain?
That, I believe, if I read that correctly, let me pull up the stats for that Wraith again. So, anybody that was affected by the drain.
Cover half hits.
Yeah, Yuliy had it too.
The reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So,
thank goodness.
so anybody that was drained by the Wraith, your max HPs are back to normal now.
Right, I still have 1 point of exhaustion.
So, what is everyone doing while aboard this massive sky castle meant for cloud giants?
I'll be in a room by myself for a bit.
All right. Right. Ophelia, Yuliy, are you doing anything specific?
Keeping this one out of trouble.
I think I would have cuddled next to Fox. I mean, not Fox, Spud. I have Fox in the brain.
It's okay. As
He's
if
talking
you ask
shit
for
about
foxes,
50, probably.
yeah, always. If you ask about Fox's whereabouts, Spud will just mention, oh, he's currently staying with the nest. We reunited with a few of my brethren, actually, and we're expecting a few of the gold dragons are expecting a hatchling or two, so he took it upon himself to watch the eggs, since he
So Fox
obviously
is surrounded by
has the experience.
dragons.
Yes,
and
he is.
egg and baby dragons and eggs, and I think he's very happy right now.
Retirement plan.
I think he's at his happy place.
Fox is gonna treat
Spud.
the dragons like
Spud.
people treat alligators in captivity. Oh, stop it! Whack them on the
I
head.
just watched a video about a dude who was like just manhandling all these alligators
Yeah.
at an enclosure because they were blocking the doorway.
And they
that's
were
exactly how
flooding
he-
the so that
Yeah, in the
just
stick,
gotta
it's like,
just
stop
gotta
it,
annoy
yeah.
him and spray him with water and poke him. He'll move.
Yeah. Yep.
You're separated because you were fighting.
Yep. It's like if they're like blocking away, he just kind of like grabs them by like the top of their mouth, just moves them away.
Hey, stop it.
Get out of here. So
Oh, I miss
Fox is living the best retirement plan right now.
100%.
So, she's gonna very quietly, like whisper to Spud, be like, "Do you still have the thing? The
That's
thing?"
about that.
Spud,
What did you
tell me he didn't. Tell me he has it.
Bubba, what did you do?
We well, we had it. And then we
Okay,
lost it.
I don't think you lost it.
No,
Spud.
we lost
think
it. It
Fox
was a
lost
joint.
it.
It was a joint effort. We lost it together.
Where?
Somewhere. It was somewhere in the ocean.
Okay.
We were heading. Well, so we were heading north, towards the. A storm kind of swept us towards the sea of moving ice, and there's a dragon there that is very much in leagues with the cult.
Mm-hmm.
So his name is, and he kind of stops, like, while he's about to say the name, and just looks up and towards the north as, Ophelia, you kind of feel it too. Patience, if you're out and about,
Yeah, she is.
you will hear it. Patience, you will hear what sounds like this horn being called out throughout the entire realm, like just loud enough that it is echoing across the very sky over the whipping winds of the high altitudes that you're in. Ophelia, you feel like this pressure, like that feeling like right before a thunderstorm rolls in, like just that quiet pressure that's just electrified with energy as Spud's just looking to the north.
What's that?
That was the Drakhorn. This is the second time it's been blown, which you guys would have heard it within Waterdeep that first time.
Mm.
What is it really?
The Drakhorn is an ancient relic that is used to summon dragons. So let me find those notes, actually. It's used for summoning dragons across Faerun whenever there are great events unfolding. It's usually impossible to say what it means when it's sounded, but knowing that what's the cult is doing, they possibly might have a hand in it.
But it's not. But what? It's not affecting you.
No, I hear it. It's just whenever we hear it, we know that it's something important. But usually whenever it's not something that is used very often, so whenever the Drakhorn is sounded, it's usually something of great importance. So it's very strange that it's being used so often.
Will this have to do with anything?
Yes, I do it.
It sounds like the sound was from the north.
Yes, he was
Does it
looking
have-
north whenever
Is it from the same area that the thing went missing?
Are you asking him that?
Yes.
Yes, the Sea of Moving Ice. That's where the Drakhorn should be. That's where the dragon that we encountered is.
What does the dragon look like?
He's a white dragon. His name is Arathator.
Okay.
He's very, very.
It's not icing death. That's the one I'm scared of.
I mean, if you want it to be icy death, I can make it icy death.
Please, let's not let that happen, please.
He's very brutal creature. Like whichever dragons that you know, little one, just know that he is essentially one of the worst. He's, in terms of power, obviously not, but in terms of attitude and savagery, he is absolutely terrible.
My mama usually keeps to herself.
This one does too. He prefers his solitude, so anybody that encroaches on his domain is quickly snuffed out.
That's how my mama feels about uninvited visitors too.
So as you can see, when we moved into this territory, we were quickly chased out and barely with our lives.
So the mask is there?
Possibly. If it's not already back in the hands of the cult. But possibly that's where it could be. Although, it might be good to investigate the Drakhorn and see who is using it, but I don't recommend going with the dragon because he will hunt you down on sight.
Who? Wait, what?
The Arathator,
Oh,
the dragon,
okay.
is what he is saying. But Janva said she wanted to take a look at it, but with Varum being captured, her attention is here with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every day you get to capture a worm speaker alive.
The one guy that we encountered, he was a worm speaker too.
He is. He's the green worm speaker.
He's a butthead. I don't like him.
Yes, he is.
These are
His
facts.
dragon's not very nice either.
Huh?
His dragon's not very nice either.
She's gonna kind of like narrow her eyes, just kind of like. And she's just gonna get up and kind of like stomp off, and in a way, it's kind of like doing like the ribbon
Okay.
art thing, but she's gonna just start like twirling around, and it's gonna be her just practicing with a thorn whip.
Okay. As you do.
It's our new spell she learned.
As you do. Spud looks to you, Ophelia. Just so, what will you do now?
Well, I thought it was safe with y'all. But I don't blame y'all. Like, it happens. I make mistakes, every once in a while. Certainly when it came to a certain green person. Anyway.
Never
I
forget.
mean, I doubt John will let me forget if I bring it up.
She won't let you forget.
I mean, Jan.
You're better Janva reminding you than Grayson.
Anywho, Lenore.
Grayson's ears perk from wherever the heck he is right now, like, who's talking shit?
I haven't been up north.
You might want to bring a jacket. It's very cold. I don't know how well you'll survive cold.
I don't think it would match, but okay. I guess we need to go find it, since it was kind of our responsibility in the first place to take care of it. Pass
hear
along.
Conversation going on.
You're in the courtyard. I'd say it's not a quiet one.
Patience is just gonna pipe up. It's like that Niren vanity guy.
Sick burn.
Yep, that'd be.
He had one. Why don't we take his?
You can certainly try.
But we don't know where he is at the moment. That's the thing. We know where the white one might be.
You know that. Well, you just recently saw him, but found out that it wasn't really him.
Yeah.
But as far as you recall, there were discussions at the Council of Waterdeep about a war that was being waged between Nirenvain and the elves in the Elven Woods. Between Nirenvain and his former father, King Melindrock. Yeah, it would be in the High Forests, if I recall.
Where's that at? Oh,
Right there.
right freaking there. Okay.
Right, it's freaking there.
Oh, hey, look, and Waterdeep's right along the way.
Yep. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yep. Patience just like, we could do that. And then we can go with the other one. Because it's also on the way.
I mean, if we just skim past Waterdeep, I don't want to stop there for too long. For personal reasons.
Because you got family there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
And Ophelia left Waterdeep. She left without telling her mother and only left her a letter and then ran.
I don't want to be detained for too long.
Okay.
The High Forest. That's a lot of more green. I remember the first time. Green.
Green.
So the High Forest.
I love forests.
Playing to Nervain's daddy, his actual daddy, not his
Kill him
daddy.
and kill him.
And you'll also know that that was the entire skirmish between King Melindrock and Nirenvain also enlisted the help of the faction that Yuliy's father was a part of.
Oh yeah. Your dad's up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we can do that.
So,
This cast will go into Waterdeep, and then we'll tell everybody our genius plans, patience, on where to go next.
okay. All right. So, with that, as you all discuss your plans, some of you hiding, nursing your wounds, whether they be physical and or emotional. Alistair, what are you doing on this entire trip?
Probably hanging out with Jayon and Irian and Ferris and just kind of lugging around the guy on his back.
Okay, alright. So Farum is safely strapped to Alistair's back,
It's your responsibility.
as he
Taking
is
that seriously.
still unconscious for the most part. Johnville would have come by every now and then to check on him, heal him if need be, but otherwise, Farum is sleeping soundly. Jayon, there would be times where you see Jayon talking quietly to Irian. You don't quite catch the conversation, as whenever you walk in, they immediately stop talking.
Oh. Like back at the Paladin order.
Oh. Ooh.
Poor baby.
As Irian seems to look a little restless through the trip.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm fine. Flying high.
Well,
Haha.
are you sure you're okay? Do you need like tea?
I'm not a tea guy. I prefer my drinks a little bit more fermented. Yeah, and I'm just thinking about all the things I gotta do. You know. Making a mental list.
What do you gotta do?
Go report to Colin, make my way back out into the woods, go check on some things, you know, ranger stuff.
Oh, you know.
Are you like wanted or something?
Depends on who you ask, one.
I meant by like the law.
Depends on who you ask.
Oh.
No, I'm not officially wanted by, any, organized, domesticated? Whatever. Look, I've just got some, ranger business, there's kind
about
of
that lady?
Kinda? I don't know. Sorta. She's related. Anyway,
She's related
no,
to you? Whoa, ew, what?
No, she's not related to me. She's related to the things I gotta go do.
Oh.
See, okay, look, alright. Don't make a big deal about this. But, so in the Elven Woods, there's people going missing. Like, well, not people, but, like, kids and stuff. Like, they're just going missing, like, gone. And,
running away?
No, more like being lured into the woods by something and disappearing.
Oh.
And I gotta check on that. So
Why do you have to? Maybe I can tell Colin and Sister Sarah, and we can get like a team out there, and we can figure out what's going on. But it seems those are children. That seems like serious and stuff, right?
So remember what I said about don't make a big deal about it. You're making a big deal about it.
But kids are going missing. That's
I
kind of
know.
a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I'm trying to keep
It's a huge deal.
I know it's a huge deal. I'm just saying that we might want to keep this on the down low, not get too many people involved, because it might involve the druids maybe, and they're really skittish people to begin with. Like depending on who I meet first, they try to kill me on sight.
I mean, do they try to kill everyone or just like you?
Well, I'm usually the only one out there. That Ben's a dick.
Ben.
Ben's a hoe. Point is, I'm trying to work with. I'm trying to work with the few druids that tolerate me to figure out what's going on. We think it might be Fae related.
Oh,
maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, but this is a thing I got to do.
But we could help.
If I meet you back out that way, sure. Just don't go wandering in the woods alone, especially if you hear singing or something. Don't do that.
Okay. He's very concerned.
I mean, rightfully so.
Okay. He's just gonna look to Jayon and just be like, to like kind of get like a cue of like, do I stop talking? Like, do we drop this?
Yeah, just kind of like it's like Alistair, it's fine.
He's just gonna nod.
So it's okay. This is something that my brother is dealing with. I don't know if there's a lot that we can do.
It could help.
We could, but there's also this whole end of the world, Tiamat bullshit. And then also dealing with
They're little kids.
Yeah, little kids, and we also have this giant fucking dragon that's going to kill us all, and our gods are going to abandon us. And just let it happen.
I guess, but I don't know.
Do you just not care about that?
I do.
Because you just seem very like everything's okie dokie all the time, and that's just really, I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, I think everything will be okay.
You always say that, though. What if this is the one time it's not okay?
And there's, like, nothing I can do about it, I guess. Well, I can try. I mean, if, like, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but if there's something we can do about it, then we should do something about it.
And I agree. We should totally do something about it. But worrying about it all the time isn't going to help.
I swear, sometimes you just give me a stroke.
Oh no. Do you need healing?
No, don't touch me. It's fine. It's as you say, it's gonna be fine. Whatever. I don't know. And he's just gonna get up and walk out of the room.
Oh, he's just gonna watch. Oh, okay.
Syrian just kind of like watches. He just kind of leans over to you, and it's just like, I mean, if you ask me, I think he was born with the stick up his. He just kind of like points.
Yeah.
It's like, if you need to know, he definitely came out of the womb with that face. The one he always makes.
The only one he has.
The only one he has.
I know, but like, it's not good for him. He's gotten like angrier. We used to be kind of friends, and then he grew up.
I could say the same thing about him. We used to be close, and then he grew up. Well, then I grew up too, and and then our mom, and okay, that's getting too into it. Anyway, he's I don't know. I feel like he's trying to act like he's got something to prove when he has nothing to prove. But that's probably what our
not true.
It's what our dad trained in us.
He is the best paladin in our order. He taught me everything he knows, kind of. I mean, I like watched him while he yelled at me to get out of the way, but I learned.
It's good that, it's good that he likes you.
He likes me?
Oh, you probably shouldn't have told him I said that. But, yeah, I mean, if he doesn't like you, then he usually just, you'll never see him ever. But, if he keeps showing up, then, that's his way of saying that he likes you, I guess.
Oh, he always tries to leave. So, I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Hey, take it as you will. It's Jaeon's just he's just it's just Jaeon. Whatever. So with that, as you all kind of do your own respective things, settle down, eventually getting some rest as the castle approaches Waterdeep. Yuliy, you have a dream while you sleep.
A dreamy
Yeah.
dream.
It's Yuliy's turn for a dream sequence.
Ooh.
You get a dream.
Yeah.
Yuliy, you, as you lay asleep, you find yourself standing in this dark, dense fog. A fog that's just so thick with it almost seems like smoke, but you can feel the condensation of it on your skin. And you just feel as if it's kind of slowly circling you, suffocating you in a way, as you feel completely alone. But not in the sense of being physically alone, because beyond the veil of this fog, you can feel eyes watching you, circling around you, kind of like a hungry predator, as you hear claws clicking against stone as it gets closer. You can sense dark, snatching hands trying to reach forward to grab you from all sides, waiting to just dig their claws into your flesh and just tear you apart. You feel your
bring
heart.
it.
Yeah?
That's how I was gonna say, bring it. Bring it. I call for Liliana in my dream.
If you have her at your side, you're holding her up as you're standing amidst this fog, your heart pounding in your chest as you're breathing heavily, out of breath, as you are amidst this fight. You can feel the familiar taste of blood on your tongue that usually comes to you while you're amidst a skirmish. And as you feel these monsters closing in, you hear voices circling around you, disembodied, fragmented voices that are just distorted by, as if it's words trying to be spoken around mouths that should not be capable of forming words. And amongst these voices, you can barely make one out, and it's a familiar voice. You swear that you hear your brother, Craven, calling your name out. And then you awake.
Oh.
And as you awake, you feel your hand gripping tight on Liliana as she's tight on Liliana, and in the other hand, you have the metal pressing into your palm of your other hand. Almost like pressed to the point that it's leaving a mark on your skin.
Okay. I grip them both harder.
Okay. As you grip them both harder, the metal in your hand, you feel the face of the medallion shift in your hand, as if it's not quite attached to the base of the metal.
I investigate that.
All
It's
right.
not right.
Okay, as you investigate that, you pull the metal out of your hand, and as you do, the face of the metal swings open like a locket. And inside, you find a piece of parchment that's kind of crumpled up, kind of folded up and crumpled, a little torn on the edges. Blood also kind of spattered on the paper and staining it. And you find this letter addressed to you. I'm going to send it to you.
Cool.
Ooh.
So read this carefully.
Where did you send it to?
I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna send it on Messenger. Let me do that.
Okay.
Look at it at Messenger.
No snooping, Ophelia.
Yeah. No.
She's like, man,
Just like,
if you
damn
wouldn't have said anything, I would have. Why is my DM so mean to me?
You have to let me read other people's secrets.
Trying to get this shit moving.
There you go. So read through that. And roll me an investigation while you're reading through it. As by this point, the castle is starting to... You feel as it's starting to make its descent down into the countryside, and you know...
-1.
I got
getting
a,
to
I got a 15 for investigation.
15, okay. Alright. Let me send you a message real quick.
While that's happening, I think, like, cause it's been a whole day, so I guess I would say that I'm finished with my project.
Okay. And you would have finished by the point.
Yeah, and look for my dearest brother
And I will
wherever he's sulking.
And I will say out loud that Yuliy, you know how your father writes his letters to dignitaries, to friends, to family. You know exactly how his letters look and how they're punctuated and spelled and etc. So looking at this letter seems a little odd, even though it is definitely in your father's handwriting. Okay, so with that, Cordelia, you finished your little project, and Johnvo by then would have been going around kind of knocking on everybody's door, just like, all right, get your things, we're landing. Waterdeep is just ahead.
Okie doke.
Yeah, basically that. I'm gonna look for Tarsius, and
Okay.
is he hiding somewhere? Are you hiding somewhere, or am I able to find you?
I'll be in the first room that were like, this is yours. He would have just stayed there.
Yep, so you would have seen what room Tarsius would have been in as John was kind of handing out rooms to people.
Okay, then I'll just knock on the door.
Fair.
It's like, it's me. If he doesn't answer,
No
I'll
answer.
just leave it outside the door. It's an additional minis for your little game, and then I'll put it on the floor. I'll put it outside the floor, and
Okay.
I'll walk away.
Like, probably by the time you reach in the corner, you'll see the door open and a big hand just grab them.
Just go like that, like in the
Tarsius,
corner.
as you open the door just a bit to grab the gift that Cordelia left for you, you'll see, you know your sister is skilled in many, many things. Woodworking is not one of them.
Yeah.
She did her best to...
Yeah, there's a note there. There is a note there too. Like, it's not the prettiest one, but I did my best.
As you see these little wooden miniatures that are supposed to look like a Minotaur and
Okay.
a Medusa. Although some of the features might be a little bit lost. The Medusa kind of where the snakes are supposed to be, it kind of just looks like a kind of like globs of hair. But you can see where she tried to make the little eye holes for each snake, so
Okay.
it kind of translates.
Okay. I'm gonna look at them like, man, this is really cool.
As you have your note that went with it.
Like, if you put it side by side to what you've been creating, it was Like, you have a PS4 graphics and I have the PS1 graphic miniature.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm not impressed, and then like after 20 minutes, I'm like, put the minis together and start painting them.
All right. So, as the castle lands and you all kind of like feel it kind of shake beneath you, the gates, the drawbridge opens up as you. At whoever gathers at what time, you will see Waterdeep just up the road ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
As Janva kind of shoulders a small bag, just like, well, I'm off into the city to make my contacts. I suppose we should drop, she points to Verum, that's still strapped to Alistair's back. Drop this one off with, well, I don't think we should leave him with the city guard. That's not the best idea.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea. I've heard
But
about...
Colin's like the best.
So, I understand that, but I did receive word about the last person that they had imprisoned did escape. So, I'd rather leave this with somebody a little bit more credible.
Oh, we can take him to the Paladin Order.
Paladin Order sounds, are they all like you? Just out of curiosity.
Sister Sarah's kind of tall,
Yeah,
but not too much smaller than me.
Absolutely not. It's just him. Just like, okay, alright, that's... Well, if Sister Sarah's who I need to talk to, then Sister Sarah is who I will talk to.
Ah, she's such a fun talker! And, like, Alistair's just gonna, like, start walking very chipper into the city.
Oh.
Patience is gonna stand next to Ophelia and just being like, so when do we tell them?
Oh yeah. I forgot. I fell asleep on the bed and I just passed out.
And just kind of like over, and it's like, this is why Janva says she doesn't trust you with healing. Okay.
Yes.
I'm insulted.
Hey Vic, I sent you a message.
Oh, alright, let me go look at that.
But yeah,
So
Patience is just gonna kind of call out to everybody, and she's just gonna yell at her, "Hey!"
Hey! He's gonna keep walking.
I mean, they'll come back eventually, right?
I'm gonna stomp her hoof
They-
like, I don't think so. Yeah, her just being like, I got something important to say.
Alistair will stop and turn around.
Aww. Yeah, and she's just gonna be like, I think we need to go and go to the
High Forest.
Yes.
High Forest, yes. I didn't remember the name of it.
Where you stop, I go in.
Yeah, and
Ophelia
we
in the
need
background's
to
like-
take care of Near and Bane.
And
Al-
Vanity, yes.
Alistair has, like, a visible, like, freak-out face. He's looking to Irian like, I didn't do it!
Cause if he has a mask, why don't we take his?
The green mask, just to clarify.
Yeah.
I don't think it's safe. You're just gonna, like, be eyeing Irian the whole time.
What do you mean it's not safe? I've been in forests. I lived in a forest all my life.
Trees are scary!
No, they're not.
Green, how can they be that scary?
Irian, help me out!
Why are you looking at me?
You do stuff in the woods! Tell him how scary it is, I guess.
Oh my god. Tyrion just kind of like rubs his temples. Like in that moment, he actually does look like Jaeon's brother. He's just like, oh my god.
You see this tiny 8-year-old just like cross her arms and just like, I'm waiting.
She's
Well,
waiting.
I can see she's waiting. So here's the thing. I've got business in that forest too. It's kind of a big deal.
Cool, more the merrier.
Yeah, so here's
Yeah.
the thing. You might not be safe there, and he's going to point specifically at you, Patience.
Why?
I didn't want to make a big deal about this, but then Alistair ran his mouth.
I didn't say anything. I was just saying that we shouldn't go there, like you said.
That's where a worm speaker is, and
There's also I'm not going to use that word. There's not that word either. There is something in the woods that is stealing children.
there's a dragon in the woods. Maybe it's that.
It's not. I don't think it is.
I mean,
I mean, I don't talk to strangers. Is that what you're worried about? I know better than to do that.
Look, we can discuss this, wherever, without all of it at once. But we'll discuss it later. I gotta go meet my boss.
Discuss it later. Discuss it later. Patience just being like, and she's gonna just kick a rock.
Look, you got all the time in the world. You're a fucking kid,
Not when.
did you hear that? We have all the time in the world before Tiamat comes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what I meant! Whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna... He just walks off. John just kind of internally sighs. Like, you can just see it on his face. It's just like, well...
Just like his permanent face.
It's his permanent face, honestly. But Alistair, you know him best, so you know when he's more Jayon than normal. Just like, I need a drink. Let's just go to Sister Sarah. Report to her. Get all the stupid paperwork out of the way.
Yeah. Paperwork.
Oh, if you're so excited about the paperwork, maybe you can do it for me.
Oh, but you have such pretty handwriting, bro.
Yeah.
And Sister Sarah says I'm not allowed to do paperwork anymore because I don't use correct words.
As Ferris just kind of holds up her notebook in front of her face. Also because you dot your I's with hearts, and that's not official paperwork writing.
Yeah, but it's official for Frat because he likes it.
Also, you need to we have to use either blue or black ink, and you like to use different colored ink.
Yeah, because it makes it more fun to read. If you're gonna be reading these boring pieces of paper, you might as well make it fun.
It's up to you, Patience.
They're just mad because I doodled on that one paper that was supposed to go to the nobles.
I don't think they appreciated your little doodle you made of a dog.
Oh, but it was so cute. It was this dog I saw out in the alleyway, and he was covering all these flea friends, and he was scratching. It was so cute.
Adorbs.
Okay, roll me stealth, Patience.
Okay.
As for the most part, everybody is walking into the city. As you all start to make your way, you kind of hear this. What'd you get?
23.
Okay. So while everybody is making their way in,
Yeah.
there's yes.
Fifi is not. She's gonna stay on the edge of town and just I'll wait for y'all here.
Are you going into the city or are you staying outside of it?
Staying outside.
Were we
the city.
pretty much just dropped off? Here you go, do your thing.
Yeah, the castle's still there. It's sitting in a valley, just kind of hanging out.
I'll send you a thing and let me know.
It's
Okay.
in a parking lot.
If the castle's just sitting there, she'll stay in the castle and be like, oh, well, we can meet back here later.
Okay. As there's a moment where you hear the sound of air kind of blowing through the courtyard, and where the dragon Spud once stood, you see a donkey that just kind of shakes himself off, just gets just walks ahead, walks himself into the city.
Yeah, Spud is best.
Okay, good to know. So that is 2 people for castle. Everybody else is going into the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the tavern to just visit and catch up with them and what happened.
All right. So, as you do, walking into Waterdeep, let me get that music up. So,
Yuli's in the castle with me too, by the way.
all right. So Yuliy staying in the castle. So let me move everyone around. All right. So I will. Oop. Alright, so these three are in the castle. Everybody else is moving into the city. So you would have been approaching from the trade ward. Alright. Now let me get...
Sent you a question, DM, just because I'm curious.
Okay. So many questions.
DM, I sent you 17 paragraphs. I need you to read right now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let me, real quick, read everyone's messages. Alright. So, as you approach the gate, Alistair, you will find Sister Sarah and Sir Colin waiting for you there.
He's gonna wave very excitedly.
Aww.
And they will wave back.
Are they as equally excited?
They're waving back as they would in their normal amount of energy.
Hey!
As Jam just kind of like leans his head back like, oh dear god.
We made it!
As Sister Sarah just smiles at you as she has dressed in full Paladin regalia, Colin in his guard uniform.
He's gonna go up and hug both of them. Like, one arm around each, like, in between.
So,
While he has this, like, unconscious, like, one-armed man strapped to him.
So you would be hugging Sister Sarah and Peaches, because Colin is going to be sitting astride on Peaches, the horse.
Okay, that's fine. Gladly hug Peaches.
Gladly hug Peaches. Alright, so as you give a hug to Peaches, a hug to Sister Sarah, Sister Sarah's like, Alistair, now, what do you have there?
Some guy. And he's gonna turn around very excited and be like, see?
As Janva will announce, just like, they, actually, I assume your Sister Sarah here, that you're the one that sent them out on this mission, and Sister Sarah's just like, that I am.
Who's talking?
Janva to Sister Sarah.
Oh, got you. Okay.
It's like, so, let me put Janva with you, actually. Janva. Or just don't work, that's fine. Why would Roll20 ever work? It's just silly. As Janva kind of goes into a discussion with Sister Sarah about how she's working with the Council of Waterdeep to put a stop to the Cult of the Dragon's activities, as she is a cleric that is working in alongside her god Bahamut. Yes, Chambers, hello. And it's just like, so it was, as Janva says, so it was your paladins and their compatriots that apprehended, yes, Spud, that apprehended the swarm speaker that we were seeking out. And I'm hoping that he'll be placed in your custody, actually. So, with that, as everybody, and yes.
What?
I don't know, you just looked at me.
I just happened to look up because I heard him.
Like, yes, Patience?
Oh no, I already told you what she's doing.
Okay. As Sir Colin, Sister Sarah, and Janva take Verum from you, Alistair, as Sister Sarah says, I'll handle it from here. Alistair, if you want to return to the monastery for debriefing,
Oh, hate it when they debrief.
and then you will get the appropriate paperwork that we have to fill out for the city.
Okay. Hey, Colin.
It's just, yeah.
Is it true that someone escaped?
As you see this kind of look on his face of just, oh god. Just, yes, that was a, although I would say she was a, unusual case, but we did have, the city did have a person, currently jailed that was then released, unexpectedly during the initial dragon attack that happened a couple weeks ago.
Oh. I have a quick question. Is Irian with us?
Yes, Irian is with you. I just didn't have as many out.
Oh, okay. Well,
you.
we have, like, this ranger guy. Maybe he can track her.
As Irian just kind of, like, stands there like, how about I don't, actually?
It's just an idea.
That's... I don't... You know...
You said you're really good at finding that lady in the woods. This should be the same.
Look, just because I want to find one lady doesn't mean I'm gonna go find another one. As Colin's just like, well, technically we already have somebody on that case at the moment. It's I was told it was a family matter, and we're just waiting to hear back on that.
And then Alistair's gonna trot away and start heading towards the monastery.
As you do that,
He's gonna like fist bump Colin.
Colin will reciprocate the fist bump.
Yes.
Okay, so as you are heading to, I'll put you over here in the castle ward.
Is Jayon coming with me, or is he staying right back?
Jayon will be coming
And
with
Ferris?
you. Yeah, Ferris,
Okay.
Jayon, Sister Sarah, Colin, they'll all be heading in the same direction as you.
Cool.
And Cordelia and Patience.
Oh, I already told you what she's doing.
Where are you going? You didn't say where, you just said you're booking it.
Oh.
Oh boy, messages are happening.
No, Cordelia's going to the tavern of her uncles
All right.
just to kind of talk to them and what happened and other things, just to
Okay.
catch up. And then she'll be back to the castle by the end of the day, basically.
Adults aren't listening, so.
No, they weren't. Okay, all right. All right, so I'll put you in the trade ward, Cordelia.
So technically, she should still be kind of at the castle. So.
So
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and take a break now. And
so
I need to
sorry.
figure out what the hell's going on. So also because Roll 20 isn't working right now.
Oh,
and I
is
need to
it
refresh
okay?
it.
Also, Dim, I don't know if I told you, but I'm actually gonna go swim in the ocean right
I'm
now.
gonna fucking kill you all.
All right, going on break. See you guys in a bit.
Okay. All right, and we're back in. So, let us. I think we'll start with Cordelia. We'll do that. As Cordelia, you make your way back to your uncle's tavern, and there, you find for the most part that a good bit of the debris from the dragon attack has been cleaned up throughout the city. Things are back to normal as they were. And as you enter into the tavern, you see your Uncle West on the floor with this huge blue guard drake on top of him with his mouth over his head as West looks to be wrestling this giant, like, lizard beast.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
There are just a few patrons sitting at a table. One of them you recognize from the council meetings. You see her sitting over here at the bar, just kind of enjoying a small tray of tea. As tall, long, dark hair kind of braided over her shoulder. And in the corner, you'll see a half-elven woman kind of sitting in what looks to be a self-erected hammock that's hanging from the ceiling. As she's kind of sitting there strumming her, kind of strumming a small stringed instrument. As you see Wes just kind of like pull like the Drake's jaws off his head. It's like, all right. And he just throws him aside. The Drake just kind of like rolls off like a big dog. As he sits up, just kind of like wiping the spit. Just, oh, Cordy, you're back. Where's your brother?
He's sulking somewhere.
Why is he sulking?
So I don't know. Something happened. Maybe he's gonna. Cordelia's actually gonna go straight to Trixie.
Trixie's also kind of like belly up at the fire.
I saw that Trixie. I have to.
Yeah.
It was like there was some kind of fighting that happened. I guess he let loose a little bit too much, and he wasn't happy about it.
Okay, I get that.
Something that happens to you sometimes.
Yeah, I can see he's a little.
Some kind of battle happens, and I don't know how to comfort him. And
where is he at right now?
he's at the castle. We were at a flying castle. It was different.
Flying.
Yeah.
It's not the weirdest thing I've heard. All right, he just kind of gets up off the floor. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go make you food. Doesn't ask you if you're hungry. Just says, I'm gonna make you food.
Okay. He's gonna, at this time he's like
Goes,
belly rubbing.
goes
Trixie.
to the kitchen. You see the woman just kind of drinking her tea. The patrons just kind of enjoying what meals they have. The guard drake kind of gets up from the floor, sees that West has left, and then just kind of like makes his way over to the half-elven woman. Just kind of like curls up at her feet. She just like props her feet on top of them. As you do, as you're sitting there scritching Trixie. Your Uncle Cal appears right behind you.
So of course.
It's kind of like
yeah, the snake is the one who like tapped me or like.
Yeah, kind of taps you on the head.
Oh. Were you there the whole time?
Yeah, I was. He just kind of pats you on the head.
Okay. Well, business seems to be good.
It's a little It's a new business. West is hoping for more people once the festival kicks off.
I'm sure it will. The food is good, I'm sure.
No doubt. It's West is making it, so it's pretty much the best. He's wanting to put a whole little stall together to advertise our tavern. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
And then I'm gonna point at that. Oh, like, so who's she? She seems at home.
Oh,
Yeah, pointing at
kind of like looks around you.
A friend?
No, we don't know who she is. She just kind of set up her hammock right here, and West didn't have anything to say about it, so I guess it's no big deal. He actually thought the hammock was kind of cool. She says that she's waiting for someone. Although West did like her dog.
Her dog.
Yeah.
That's a big dog.
It's a big dog.
You're
Yeah.
still the best, baby. Oh, go like that.
A little feet with you. Scream.
And then I'm gonna go there and interact with this. Hello, I saw you at the meeting.
As she looks up from her tea, just sorry, I don't quite know your name.
Oh, Cordelia.
As she'll hold her hand out to you, Gala Tatterick.
Oh, you're that Tadaric. Okay.
That's what people tend to say whenever they hear of us. It's either that or, oh, thank God you're not that one.
You're not the other female Tadaric.
The other Tatterick. At the time, we're not quite sure which one they're talking about in the moment, but context clues, it's either, Anyway. So I take it your mission to track down Verum was fruitful.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear.
He's getting how do you say it? To the prison? Turned over at the moment?
Turned over. That sounds correct. Did you find out anything useful from him? I didn't expect you to be back so soon.
He didn't say anything, so not really. I'm sure the paladins will be able to make him talk.
Well, one thing I've learned about the paladins is they're definitely a bit different from the ones, I'm used to, or that I've seen around.
Yeah, that order seems a little bit more happier than the other paladins I've used to.
They do. They also seem very aggressively kind.
That's a good way to say that,
They
too.
They kind of push you to confess through pure enthusiasm for their cause. I've never quite seen anything like it before.
Uh-huh. Other than violence, they actually just make you feel so good about yourself that you'll tell them what they need.
Precisely.
Instead of actually punching them like how I'm used to.
Yes, I found that punching does get information quite quickly.
I usually just scare them.
Oh, I like to do that too, but I found that sometimes a good quick threat of violence will get answers quickly.
Uh-huh. My snakes usually make them talk.
She'll kind of take a moment to admire the snake. It's just Snakes for hair would be quite useful. Very pretty.
They get heavy when they eat too much.
I can imagine. So, how is it you... Because where you were heading, that's quite the bit of a trek. How did you get back so quickly?
Flying castle, you didn't see it? It's actually really big.
As you mentioned Flying Castle, there's like a moment of recognition in her eyes, and she's just like, "Oh, so Janva's returned, has she?"
So that was her name. I never asked her. I just went inside a castle of a stranger.
What did Uncle Wes teach you about getting into vehicles with strangers?
God, Cordelia.
Oh gosh, Cordelia.
Make us look bad.
There was a dragon. I was enticed.
So Janva's back in the city, is she?
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
I think she's with the Paladins right now, if you want to talk to her. I didn't give the information.
I don't really care about that side of town. I'll wait for her to come to me. So, what's your next plan of action?
Right now, I'm just asking. I wanted to talk to Uncle West about my brother, but other than that, I'm just waiting for them to assign another mission and see how. I think we're trying to get a mask.
No doubt you'll hear from them in a few days. Well, right now the council's big on pushing this harvest festival to, lift everyone's spirits and distract everyone from the impending doom that the apocalypse brings. So,
I certainly came to this town very conveniently.
just a bit. It's almost too convenient, I would say. But,
I came in here and another apocalypse happens. Possible apocalypse, I should say.
Apocalypse. You should see about getting yourself a punch card.
I think I will have a free something already.
And as you say, free something, West comes out carrying a whole platter of food as he just kind of like sets it down in front of you.
I'm gonna look at that. You do know I'm not Tarsius. I can't eat all of this.
I'm not good at portion
control.
Look, all right.
If you want to share it with me, or I can share it with you. While I'm looking at.
It's just like, as delightful as that looks, I think I will pass. Thank you. I'm content with my tea right now.
You're passing on Uncle's West food.
Well,
you're missing out.
I mean, fair. I mean, I won't deny that he's a very accomplished chef from what I've seen him, make for various visitors. Might have to pass word along to... Anyway, she'll just go back to her tea. This West just kind of shrugs and he starts kind of like eating off the same plate as you.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, so tell me what happened. Did he like what happened? Like, did his eyes get red? Did he like?
Mm-hmm. It's that, and he's a little bit more puffy than usual with his nose.
Okay, yeah, that checks out.
And I tried to calm him, but I think it didn't work.
Yeah,
How do you really calm him when that happens? I tried to sing that sea chanty one time, but it worked once.
Yeah, that's something that probably won't. I don't know. He'll get too used to that. or it'll just make him angrier because that's when he knows you're trying to calm him down. And I've learned that sometimes it's best to kind of let them tire themselves out. You know, he didn't grow an extra set of horns, did he?
No. Does that happen to you?
Don't worry about it. Anyway. Only a few times.
I thought you were human. Why do you have horns?
Don't worry about it. So. So, okay. So here's the thing. You might not want to make too big of a deal about it because I don't know. It's something that we're a little sensitive about. Despite, I mean, obviously you could tell by just looking right at us. We're very sensitive guys.
Mm-hmm. That's how that works.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if you try to fix the scenario while it's happening, it might make him feel like there's something wrong with them, and you don't want that because you know it's hurting his feelings really.
So sometimes the best option is to do nothing.
Well,
to just let it.
Don't do nothing. I mean, he might. Okay, look, this is all circumstantial.
I'm so confused. To just let him be and air it out, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, air it out. Just don't make it seem like it's a big deal. Don't try to fix him. Is my one thing. That's what you don't want to do.
I mean, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted him to feel better.
Me and your Uncle Ariel had a lot of disagreements, and one of them was he was trying to fix me. And let me tell you,
wrong with, I don't think nothing's wrong with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but he thinks otherwise, and that's why we're not talking right now. So,
is it about the horns that you said?
Yeah, it's about the horns.
But I think horns are cool.
They are. They just hurt like a bitch when they come out of your forehead.
That one little child has horns, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
remember that little child?
Yes,
that feral red child.
Yeah, that tiny little goat creature. Yeah, she's cute.
She's a little bit more feral when we're in battle.
Oh, I like her. Where is she? You gotta bring her by again.
I tried to ask her to come if she wanted to come with, but she ran so fast, so she's a little bit slippery. She's kind of like Uncle Cow in a sense.
You just
turn around.
He's gone. And you
turn around. He's not there anymore.
You turn around. He's just fucking gone.
Yeah, like that.
As he just kind of reappears right next to you, just kind of like takes a lettuce wrap, just kind of holds it in his hand.
A lettuce wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Patience and Tarsius are kind of like you and Uncle Cow.
Makes sense.
Tarsius is the only one who can pretty much keep up with Patience.
Sounds about right. They are going to be best friends forever then. Well, whenever your brother feels a little bit better, you better tell him to come by the tavern. I want to see him.
I will. Or I'll drag him here.
Don't drag him here. Don't do that. Might not be the best option. let him work it out on his own. He's got a lot of stuff probably going on in his head. Hopefully only just himself.
And I'm gonna look at the platter. What is the most scrumptious looking thing?
All right, so you have you kind of got a spread of a variety of things. You've got some obviously you've got a couple of lettuce wraps going on. You have West essentially prepared all of like your favorite little like kind of finger foods that you could pick at and also like hold up to your snakes to eat. So you've got hello, sir. You have a variety of like different little like toasted breads, some like jam spreads, a little bit of cheeses, also like a kind of like some like sliced meats as well. So something that he quickly put together on the fly without putting too much cooking into it.
I'm gonna grab a few lettuce wraps. I'm gonna kind of put it on the side, and I'm like, I think he'll be enticed with this, and he'll come over.
Oh, if you want to bring him some food, I can just pack some up for him.
Or that too, but that defeats the point of him coming, or trying to make him come here or something.
I mean, that's
To
barely a
visit.
snack for the road. He just kind of like goes into the
Well,
kitchen real quick, and he
I'm
comes
gonna
back
look
with,
at
like, a
that, and like
bag
there was
that's,
like 3 lettuce wraps. That's true. That will just be for like maybe 3
yeah,
steps.
he just comes back with like a bag that like it's like with the lettuce wrap like all wrapped in. I'm just like, that's what you wanted. That's a good snack for the road. Look, he's a growing boy. He needs to have a little something.
Okay. Basically, it's such that she'll try to finish what she can anyway,
Okay.
and she'll be going back to the castle with a bag of lettuce wrap to give to Tarsius.
And it's just like, if you have any friends that want to come by, you can tell them that, you know,
I'll
dinner's
try to
on
bring.
me.
I'll try to bring all of them. I won't tell them that dinner's on them, so they'll pay. It's a growing business. Don't give away things free,
That's why you're
even for friends. And
Charge your friends double.
there is also like 2 silver coins that she dropped over here.
No. Okay, so as you go with your backpack full of lettuce wraps for Tarsius.
It's like, I think I'm over my carrying capacity from that lettuce wraps.
So I will say
I can
that-
only walk. I'm over cumbered
You're
something because of the lettuce wrap.
All right, so let me grab this real quick. One moment. All right, so Cordelia, as you make your way back through the city, you'll see that people are starting to kind of set up stalls. You see them like hanging like these golden colored flowers from like they're from doorways and like having them in windowsills and even like scattered across the street, as everybody seems to be getting ready for what looks to be a harvest festival. As you make your way back to the castle. By the time you make it back to the castle, you will find a note on kind of like left haphazardly across the drawbridge.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull that up for you. As here is the note you find.
Oh, I have a white screen.
Yeah, you gotta zoom out.
I did.
No, it's not on there.
Oh, it's not on there? Motherfucker. Okay, I know where it is.
What I do?
I know where it is. That's on me.
Shit.
There, chick bro.
What? I are going to.
Oh my god. That's adorable. Oh my god, that's amazingly adorable.
So that is the letter. That is a note that you find kind of left.
And I'm gonna go like. What woods is she going to?
Oh, you know, the.
I'm gonna continue to the castle and try to get to my brother and ask.
You right? Are you knocking on the door?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Tarsius says you have a polite little on the door.
I think probably at this time you would just. This is him
You hear the
snoring.
sounds of Tarsius snoring.
Oh. Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Okay, well it's
The-
unlocked.
We'll sneakily go in there and put the lettuce wrap right next to his bed. The bedside table.
You ever seen those videos of dogs who are like when food's nearby? Like,
I have seen a video of a pig asleep under a blanket, and they just hold a cookie up to his nose. You see the nose go.
that's pretty much what's happening right now.
See Tarsius' nose just kind of sniff in that direction.
Patents.
Patents.
She can't spell.
What?
She's 8.
Neither can I.
She's 8 and lives in the woods. You get that. That's actually like way better than like any kind of formal education that West got living in the woods. So West is gonna see this child as a genius.
True genius.
True fucking genius right there.
True genius.
Like, damn, you lived in the woods and you know how to write? What the
I was
fuck?
like, Cordelia's contemplating right now what to do, but he'll probably just
Okay.
let
Ophelia and Yuliy are also at the castle as well.
let Tarsius sleep, but we'll leave the lettuce wrap over there and just quietly get out and try to look for Ophelia and Yuliy.
Okay. Ophelia, Yuliy, what are we doing? Oh,
I think Phoenix is in her room, is chilling, just waiting for everybody to come back.
okay.
And Spud went to town, so she's just keeping herself occupied.
Town.
I mean, Spud is an independent donkey.
He is an independent creature. He don't need no man.
Don't need no man.
So Ophelia just hanging around the castle. So you'll find her pretty easily, I would say, Cordelia.
I'm gonna, if they're in the room, then I'm just gonna,
Polite.
like, it's not polite. It's a little bit loud. He's a little bit
panicked.
at the moment.
She'll be like, eh? No, she'll get up and open the door.
Patients ran away apparently to some woods. Do you happen to know any kind of woods around this area? That
Well, we were talking
there.
We were talking about going to, well, once everyone came, go to the high woods.
How far is
The
that?
Highwoods. It's up north a little bit.
How far is it from Waterdeep?
A little bit.
Is there a way that you can track her magically?
No. I'm not.
If you can figure some
I'm not that kind of cleric.
here, if you can figure something out, I'm gonna give the letter. I'll try to track her down naturally, and then I'll start running away to find maybe footprints of patients and where she headed and skittered along.
You will roll me a survival.
Haha! 19 plus 21.
21. So you will
I
find.
will find you child.
So you would have, for sure, seen large goat-like hoof prints leading away from the castle and in the opposite direction of Waterdeep.
I'll, as fast as I can, I will try to do that with my dexterity. But I'm pretty sure she's probably like a little further along because she did that. I don't
She
know.
will be a lot further along.
Yeah.
So, while you do that, let us go back to Waterdeep.
Oh, the party split.
The party is split.
Very far away.
Whose idea was this? Who did this?
Patience.
Who fucking did
Patience
this?
didn't have the patience to wait for us.
Patience did not have the patience.
It is
so-
not in her name. I'm sorry. Like her name is Patience.
It's almost as if she was
does
named
not have it.
ironically or something. So,
It's
Instead of
almost
saying
like-
I'm patient, she just says impatience.
yes. So, Alistair,
Actually,
yes.
sorry, but before I actually leave, I'm gonna write a note and then shoot it by the gates of the castle with my arrow.
on top of
and then I'm gonna
Patience'
run.
note is Cordelia's note.
No, the
Not
letter.
Patience note.
Yeah, the patient's note is with Ophelia, and then before I actually, when I found the footprints, I'm gonna go write a note, put it on the arrow, and then shoot it by the gates, and then go.
So there's the arrow with
So
the
basically, where I'm going, like, I'm trying to find patients' patterns.
patents.
She can't spell her own damn
Patents.
name. She can't. She tried. She can't.
So, back in Waterdeep. Let's see. Where are my fucking notes? So, Alistair, by this point, you would be sitting in Sister Sarah's office with Jayon as she enters through the door and takes a seat at the desk across from both of you. As she kind of pulls out some parchment and a quill and is just like, all right, so run me through what exactly happened.
We went to an inn and we met some people. We had something called chocolate milk. That was really cool. I highly suggest that. And we met this elf guy, and then we went through the woods, and he's just gonna keep rambling on very badly
Okay.
about everything that happened. We met this ghost lady, and then we broke something, and then I asked Frat for a bucket. He gave me a bucket, and then we fixed the thing, and then we got the book back, and then I also learned how to do the Huey, Dewey, Louie decimal system for libraries, and he's just gonna keep going.
Okay.
You know, the
Sister
Louis
Sarah.
Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, the Louis Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is.
that one. As Sister Sarah sits there as she kind of like patiently like writes one or two things down. It's just
What?
looks to you.
He just rambles on, and she's just like, "Oh, there's the information I was looking for."
Yep, there's that. Like basically like taking bullet points. So, tell me about
Louis Decimal?
Tell me about the Louis Dewey Decimal System. Tell me about tracking Varum to the temple.
Oh yeah, there was like a whole bunch of snakes and a lot of snake people, and then he got his arm chopped off. That wasn't really cool, but like he didn't die, so I guess that works.
Yes, thankfully he's not dead, so that we will be able to appropriately question him. What was he doing at the temple? Do you know?
Get his arm chopped off, I think.
I don't think that's what he wanted to do, Alistair. What did he want to do at the temple? Do you remember him saying anything?
He's just gonna look over to Jayon like, dude.
Jan's just like sitting there with his head in his hands.
Oh, that poor guy.
He was going to use the divination well, Alistair.
Oh yeah, that thing. That was scary. I didn't like that. I couldn't move for like a whole minute.
Sister
That
Sarah
was scary.
puts her quill down, just like, you found a divination well, and you looked into it.
Oh yeah.
What did you see?
Death and destruction. Mostly.
God.
Death and destruction. You saw, like, do you remember anything specific, Alistair? I need you to try a little bit harder to remember.
Can I roll for that? Because I actually don't remember.
Roll me a history, Alistair.
Okay, hold on. Okay. What's my history? Okay, +0. Great. 13.
13. All right. You're trying your hardest. There's a lot of stuff that happened in a very short amount of time, so the information kind of like pushes itself around. It's taking you a minute to sort through it. You remember seeing. You remember seeing a well. You remember seeing this massive well where this colossal 5-headed dragon was crawling out of it, and you remember seeing your party members lying dead on the floor, yourself dead on the floor.
That's remember.
Yeah, and you remember seeing like the world start to die away at Tiamat's presence.
He'll relay that all to Sister Sarah.
So, for certain that Tiamat, it's prophesied that she will return.
I mean, that's what the well said in my head space.
And then Jaeon's just gonna kind of like stand up, looking really like visibly upset. It's just the well showed us that Tiamat was going to return. She was going to destroy everything, and that the gods were just going to leave us to it. They were just going to let it happen so that they could just mind their business and probably start over again because it's more convenient for them to do so. Frat wasn't even among them. The well showed me an entire pantheon turning its back on us, and Frat wasn't even there.
So, if there was a whole pantheon turning their backs on us and Frat wasn't there, that means he didn't turn his back on us.
It means that he's not accepted by the pantheon. He's not a real god.
Alistair's gonna be like, bro.
Not cool, bro.
He gave me a bucket.
He warmed my socks for me.
He was on that stained glass, remember?
One stained glass in some crazy wizard's dungeon. Also, that stained glass tried to kill us.
Just the dragon part.
It was a manticore, Alistair.
Whatever.
As Sister Sarah's just... Alright, I think that's enough. We'll get our questions prepared for Varum. Was there anything else that you needed to tell us, Alistair?
When we got outside, all of our horses were gone, and we got attacked by a bunch of shadow things, and there was a green guy there, and I found this really cool rock. He's gonna pull a rock out of his back.
Yes, it's a very nice rock, Alistair. The green man, however, is concerning because there are reports that he's supposed to be elsewhere, but you saw him at the temple. So
It was like, not him, but it was him.
So he's using some kind of magic that's a lot different than what we can understand. A few of the Knight Commanders are thinking that perhaps that he's in contact with something from another realm that's giving him this power.
Like a
Something-
god?
We're not sure. There are things that There are things besides deities that are capable of divulging power to individuals that wish to seek it, Alistair. We think it's something much darker than that. Not necessarily evil, but darker. It's something that we'll have to look into, but right now the present concern is King Melandrak's siege of the High Forest.
Oh yeah, he like the high forest that we're not supposed to go to. He's just gonna look at Jan.
Jan just kind of like looks at the ceiling, just, Sister Sarah, can I please be excused? Sister Sarah says, until the debriefing is done, no, you may not.
Punk ass bitch.
Just kind of says, punk, fuck this shit. She just kind of sighs, just, fine. As Sister Sarah looks to you, Alistair, what do you mean by that? Why aren't we supposed to hear something?
I'm not supposed to make a big deal out of it. And he's gonna like put his hands over his mouth.
And Sister Sarah just kind of looks at you, Alistair.
Mm-mm. He shakes his head.
Alistair Evander.
Oh, Jayon, he's using the middle name.
She didn't choose the whole name, bro.
She's the whole name.
You're in trouble now.
Jayon's just kind of tapping his foot impatiently, just, oh my god, Alistair. Not, fuck it. It's, fine, fuck it. You can tell her, whatever.
Kids are going missing in the forest. I wasn't supposed to talk about it because Jayon's brother said I wasn't allowed to.
Zero hesitation.
Does Alistair feel relieved now that he said that?
Oh yeah, he's like sagging in his chair now, like, oh god.
It's like letting your breath out after crossing a bridge.
Yes.
As Sister Sarah just looks at the both of you, and then she looks at Jayon and like staring like dead on at Jayon. Alistair, you can be dismissed.
But what about the briefing?
Your briefing is finished. You're dismissed.
My briefs are done.
Your briefing is finished, Alistair. You may go.
Okay. And he's gonna like slowly stand up and scoot the chair in loudly.
God.
And then slowly back out the door.
Sister Sarah looks at you, just close the door on your way out.
He's not in trouble, right?
Close the door on your way out.
He's not. What? But wait, you can't.
Alistair Evander.
But he told me I could touch people and heal them. I'm allowed to do that now, and it was really important. And he helped me save people.
You see that you can see that she's struggling with her patience in the moment.
Oh,
She
no.
just kind of takes a breath,
Oh, no.
exhales.
Oh no.
Alistair, it's all right. I just need to speak with Jayon alone.
Okay.
Alistair, you're in trouble.
No one is in trouble, but I do need to speak with Jayon alone.
He's gonna be very worried and like just kind of like look to Jayon and Sister Sarah and like just slowly scoot out of the room and close the door.
Okay.
He's very sad.
As you're closing the door, Sister Sarah will call out to you and say, "You're dismissed from your duties for today. You can do as you wish."
Aw.
As you close the door, and their conversation begins. You can't quite hear the words, but you do hear the sound of conversation. As that's a very intense conversation going on. You are left to do as you wish for the day, Alistair.
Where's Ferris?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. That's a 12.
I will say you will see kind of around the corner a very large triangular ear kind of poking out from down the hall.
Alistair's gonna like scoot a little bit down the hall and go psst, psst, psst.
Odd.
As you see Ferris kind of like poke her head around. She goes, "God dang it, every time. That always gets me every time."
Ferris,
What?
come here.
What? I'm not supposed to be eavesdropping.
No, it's fine. Come here. You got big ears. Can you hear what they're saying?
No. She kind of like stands in place. She kind of like moves side to side. She's like, Sister Sarah has the door closed. That means it's really important business, and we shouldn't be listening.
I know, but maybe if we like walk back and forth a couple times, like we're just like walking down the hallway and we just happen to hear it.
Oh, I mean, are we breaking the rules if we do that?
I mean, we're not sitting and listening. We're just walking by the hallway.
But I am listening. You're
I
making
know,
me
but
listen.
we're just like hearing him passing though.
Okay.
Unless you have like a cup and a string.
That really doesn't work. But okay.
What? Really?
I mean, you'd have to put the cup in the room, and then you have to like. It'd have to be a really long string. I don't think we have that long of string. I don't have that long of string anywhere at all.
You're not allowed to have string like that anymore.
No, I'm not. It's a serious problem, and I need to. Don't enable me.
I can stop whenever I want.
God.
Okay, fine. She'll kind of walk quickly down the hallway, and then walk back, and then walk back again, and then walk back. She just kind of like walks back up to you. So, they're talking about, there's this, they think that there's like some like creature in the woods that might be related to the druids there, and it's like taking kids and stuff.
So Jayon, or not Jayon, that's what Arian was saying.
Right. So I mean, what are we supposed to do about that if this is supposed to be a secret?
Well, I think it's important. Jayon thinks it's not important. But I am free of my duties today, and I want to go help kids.
So, we're gonna go right now? Like right now?
I mean, I'm on leave.
But like, I feel like this will take more than a day.
Well, she didn't say I wanted to come back.
Alistair gotcha, bro.
Hey, DM, did you put a roof on this jail? That's true. I mean, what if you know? What if she comes looking for you tomorrow and like you're supposed to be doing like your normal duties and you're not there?
Well, what if like okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Bro, hear me out.
Sister Sarah says I'm not supposed to go anywhere, but if I go and ask Colin, he'll say yes. And then when she's looking for me, she'll be like, "Oh, where's Alistair?" And then Colin will be like, "Oh, he went over this way." And then she'll know where I am, but I'll be far away, and she can't get mad.
But she'll get mad when you get back. Also, wouldn't Colin be getting in trouble?
Colin can't get in trouble with her.
It's true. Okay. I mean, that sounds like a good plan. Yeah, sounds.
I mean, we're
dope.
helping kids, right? That's
Yeah,
like.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be helping and saving people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, like, like Jayon said that like the impending apocalypse is like way more important, but like
I mean, that is important.
it is important, but like we gotta save the kids so that when we stop the apocalypse, the kids will grow up. Right? And then like they'll be like, hey, you're that bro that saved us from the scary monster in the woods. And then they'll be like, hey, here's yay frat.
Here is yay frat.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Alistair, you precious bean.
Alistair's making a lot of sense, my dudes.
I love this boy.
Like,
He unlocks a very special side of me.
Third eye opened.
Blinking rapidly because there's something in it.
Yeah. That does make a lot of sense. Should we?
That's like a good
we
deed,
tell the
though,
others?
right?
Should we tell, like, you know, like, I mean, Tarsius is like kind of like really like sad right now, and I don't want to bother him, but like, I feel
But
like
you
this
know
is
what? You know what cheers people up?
Yeah, houses and humans.
Yes, but doing good deeds.
I love him.
Yeah, doing good deeds, that's important too.
It'll lift his spirits. We could be like, hey, we're gonna go on an adventure and save a bunch of kids. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. So should we leave right now, like before Sister Sarah gets out of her office, and then she'll like try to call for us in like that mom voice that she does, and we have no choice but to answer?
Yeah, let's go ask Colin if we can go and tell him where we're going so she won't get worried.
Okay.
And I really want to pet Peaches again.
Peaches is like the best horse.
I know.
this be Faxio.
Okay, so as you gather your things as quickly as you can and head off to the guard station out by the gates, you will see Colin there, kind of going over some paperwork as Irian is nowhere to be seen.
Great. Is he like at a desk or is he outside?
He's sitting at a desk right now. He's at the
Okay,
like
in the guard.
station. Yeah, he's in the guard station. You see Peaches kind of like hitched outside, kind of drinking water from a trough.
Okay. Alistair's gonna, kick up his sword and carry that on his shoulder, and then she's like, Colin!
Colin just kind of like stops mid sentence on his report and just looks up. Alistair,
Hi!
what are you doing?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, like, doing good deeds is, like, super important, right? And kids are super important, right? And they should be, like, protected at all costs, right?
Yes, that does sound correct.
So, like, I'm gonna go with Ferris and some friends, and we're gonna go help some kids.
Is this a mission that was sanctioned by the Order?
No, this is sanctioned by Frat.
It's just kind of...
And
Alistair,
myself.
Alistair, you kind of notice that, like, anytime you do talk to somebody that isn't, like, Ferris or your, or at least your most recent party, that sometimes when you say things, they... Especially when you mention maybe frats, you think that you're really reaching into their hearts because they just immediately look up into the heavens. When you speak. Just
Alistair's
take a
doing
sigh.
a really good job, bro.
Doing the fucking best, and I love him. Oh,
Comment
Alistair,
on webtoon, y'all.
why do you put me in these positions?
I don't want Sister Sarah getting worried about like where I'm going and stuff, so I want to tell you, but we're gonna go be doing a good deed.
Okay. You know that these are very serious claims out in that direction, right? There's actually a war going on in that direction. You know that, right?
Save kids from the war.
Look, I heard from... Look, I've heard what Irian's telling me, and from what I can tell, that sounds like there's a really, really nasty monster in that woods.
I know, but we gotta go save him.
I mean,
And
this could be
Sister Sarah
fatal.
will get worried.
She's gonna get worried when I tell her.
I know, but she can never get mad at you. She always talks about you.
I know. She might get mad at me this time.
No.
Nah.
She might get mad at me this time.
Alistair gives the puppy dog eyes. Please.
Aww.
Roll me persuasion.
Roll me puppy dog eyes.
Roll me puppy dog eyes.
Oh, where's my persuasion? Okay. +2 because he's known him his whole life. 15.
As you give the
Puppy
most
dog eyes?
adorable puppy dog eyes. Just big gold eyes just looking at Colin. See Colin just like, he looks like physically pained as you do it. Just, God, yeah, you always do this. Oh, God, you're like, what, 26? You... Why is it
It
you're
worked
still
when It worked when I was 3, and it'll work now.
I know, and I hate that. Alright, fine, I didn't see you.
You didn't see me, but you know where I am in case she does get worried.
Yeah, if she gets worried, I somehow know where you are, but I never saw you. This conversation did not happen.
No.
But if she asks, it did.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Visibly
Yeah.
confused.
Just be safe. Don't.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know you want to do, Alistair. I know you want to do, you know, all of the good that you can in this world, but just know that some things are. Just good luck, okay?
Alistair's gonna hug him.
Aww. So he kind of like gets up, kind of like limps up from his desk. It's like, I don't. Okay, all right. He just kind of like accepts your hug.
Aw. Alistair's gonna do that thing where he's hugging him and then like sways back and forth and like picking him up off the ground.
Like, yeah, careful with that. You're gonna knock my harness loose.
Sorry.
Oh gosh. So you release him from the hug, he goes to sit back at his desk, and he just kind of like reshuffles his papers kind of anxiously, and it's just like, when she finds out about this, she's gonna take my other leg. But really, be safe, Alistair, and he's just gonna go back to his work.
Okay. Thank you, Colin.
And he just waves you off.
He's gonna pet Peaches, and if he has a snack, he'll hand it to Peaches.
I'll say you have a granola bar in your pack still.
Heck yeah.
Give it to Peaches. Peaches kind of like takes it.
Just lips it and.
Lips.
Yeah. Ferris, let's go meet with the others.
Okay. And then you guys rush off to the castle. And when you do make it to the castle, you will see an arrow sticking out of the gates of the castle with a note on it.
Whoa. Alistair's gonna like pick the arrow up out of the ground and read the note while on the arrow.
All right, Cordelia, what does it say?
Oh, it just say, Patience ran to the woods. I'm going after her. To
Patience
the
ran into the woods, going after her. He's gonna process that for a moment and then just be like, what if she gets kidnapped?
What if she gets kidnapped?
We gotta go fast. Ferris, stand back.
What?
Stand back.
Oh, okay.
Alistair cast Find Steed.
All right.
And you summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It takes on the form that you choose: a war horse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. It's gonna be a pony.
It's gonna be a Peaches.
It's Peaches.
It's Peaches.
And it serves as a mount both in and out of combat. Lets us fight as a seamless unit. It'll disappear if it hits 0. Yeah.
Alright, so you have a Phantom Peaches with you.
So he's gonna have Ferris hop on, and then they're gonna ride off.
Okay. Are you leaving the note there?
Yes.
Alright. So, with 3, 4, a good quarter of the party heading into the woods, while the last 3 stay at the castle, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. And we'll see what happens in 2 weeks, because I have a whole new arc I need to plan.
Oops.
So, thank you guys for watching through this. This video will be edited and... Shut the fuck up. This video will be edited and put on YouTube a week from now. Check out Reroll next week, as Lee's going to be in the initiative chair. Since it is 30 minutes too, may the 4th be with you, everyone.
It's already the 4th over here.
May the 4th be with you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Is your lightsaber charged, bro? Is your lightsaber charged?
Bruh.
Bro? Is it... Is the lightsaber charged? Fuck yes.
That was gonna be super anticlimactic. He's like, no, it's actually not.
No.
May the 4th be with you. Alright, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. We will see you next time. Alright.
Nerds.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.